Hi, how are ya? It's been a hot minute since we've been on this together. Sorry, I'm eating lemon loaf. I'm a little hungry. And judging by my turkey neck, I'm done losing weight. I think I'm at a good weight now. We'll talk about that in another video. Ugh. Anyways, this is the MySpace. I like this angle better. So I wanted to talk to you guys. I haven't made a video in quite a while. And although I attempt to stay out of girl world, I really try. But there are times that it's difficult because recently, if you guys have watched, there have been some confessions, some being accountability, and just a lot of stuff said. And I also want to preface that I'm going to try not to misgender Bex because they use they, them pronouns. So if you hear me say she, I'm honestly, sometimes it's really hard for me as a professional even to get the pronouns correct in the moment because you knew them for who they used to be, and it's trying to get used to who they are now, or what they always were, but didn't have the ability or the courage for a long time to be able to kind of come out. So I just want to say that, Beck, if you're not going to see this video, but I do not mean to misgender you. So I'm going to do my best to use they, them pronouns when I talk about them. Don't come at me, please. So we're looking at a relationship that we obviously knew was toxic. There was a lot of toxicity in that relationship. And you could see it in the way they interacted with each other. A lot of it came from Amberlynn. And apparently, I think she says she's been professionally diagnosed. I don't know. Again, we can only make assumptions as having borderline personality disorder. I think that's a correct diagnosis. But again, I'm only making an assumption based on what I see. I'm not her therapist, so I really can't throw around the diagnosis like I know what I'm talking about. However, this lemon loaf is really good. Let's look at the relationship as a whole. It was pretty much a rebound relationship. I don't think that they were in love with each other. I think that they wanted companionship. But it was very heavily one-sided, and I do suspect there was a financial incentive. Do I think that Amberlynn encouraged this? Yes, absolutely. I really, really do. And so you have Beck, who became dependent on that financial assistant, but at a really high cost. We've learned that they were having to physically do things for Amberlynn Reid, like going to the bathroom. They'd have to clean her up, because it's impossible at her size. It really is. It's very difficult. And this is not throwing shade at Amber, but we have to recognize the contribution Beck did make to the relationship and Amberlynn's, contribution to the relationship. Now, how it all went down when they broke up, I think that Amber was very catty. I think she was mean. She was probably very nasty to Bex. Because someone with borderline personality disorder, they don't take someone leaving them very well. You have that emotional volatility, the going up and the going down. And it's very real, very hurtful, very painful. And so their reaction's they're going to be angry. So we remember watching their live streams with ALR throwing jabs at Bex. Bex did get their jabs in there too. And that's how we learned about the wiping situation. Pardon me. Lemon loaf attacking. So oh my God. Ugh. So we see firsthand the level of toxicity between the two of them. And it seemed that ALR had found another relationship, again, very quickly to fill, that perceived void. And that relationship didn't last. I thought it was her best relationship, but I don't feel that it was nurtured very well, and maybe it was more than Jade could handle. It probably was. You know, gotta give it to Beck for hanging in as long as they did, you know? But it's good that they parted ways and moved on. Or have they moved on? Beck kept their mouth quiet for a very long time, and ALR was always throwing shade. So I guess it's what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And we have two people who never should have gotten together because there was really no real love there by the sounds of it. And it was a long, yeah, it lasted far longer than it should have. It seems like Bex has moved on. ALR has not. But she has this habit of kind of taking jabs at her exes, which I think we all do at some level. I mean, but she's just, I don't know, I can't explain it. But I want to know what your thoughts are if you've been watching any of the back and forth. I've been watching Salty Crab, who does an excellent job of note-taking and then relaying those notes to us. So you can, basically, you don't have to watch Amber's live stream. Watch Salty Crab because, again, she takes notes. And there, she's got a 2-part video that was really interesting. So I'm not here to defend either one of them or disparage either one of them. We have to look at this factually. And factually, there was a lot of going on. And it's unfortunate that it played out on YouTube, but it made Amberlynn a lot of money. And now I'm sure Beck is making some coin because she's spilling the beans. Beans that probably Amber didn't want spilled. And so Amber supposedly has something on Beck. I don't care. I think that they both need to move on and go forth and go forward, right? Go forth, go forward, be productive, whatever that looks like, just do it. Be happy. Just be happy. But that's my hot minute on that. I know this video is long and you may not make it to the end, but watch it, leave me a comment, and we'll go from there. You guys have a good weekend, and I am going to do my best to upload weekly. I'm going to do my best. I've been super busy for months now, having knee surgery, getting the norovirus, and then having oral surgery prior to the norovirus. I've been a hot mess for a bit, but here I am. Again, missed you guys. I'm glad to see you. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will go from here. And I've still got to learn how to make better videos. That's my goal for 2025. It should be my goal every year. But I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.